Alright guys, I wanted to bring you out here and show you how I get those rabbit pellets. Here's this mama here, California one. She still hasn't had the kit. She has it all built up, but it's no babies yet. Let's see. Nope. So either she is having a false pregnancy, or she should be due any day now. But usually they don't make a nest until about 2 or 3 days before they're about to kindle. But she's just got ahead of herself, I guess. Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna pause it so I can show you guys. Oh, never mind. I think I can do it from here. I just don't want to drop the stuff. All right, so there's the basket. Those are all the pellets I get. I usually rinse them off so it's not concentrated on the urine before I give them to the worms. I'll go ahead and pause it and then I'll go show you guys what I do next. All right guys, I'm back. So this is that basket I showed you earlier. What I do is I rinse this off. There's a lot of urine that accumulates on here, and I don't know. I'm just doing this because I'm thinking that all that urine will affect the worms in a certain way. Not sure if it's a good or bad, but I didn't want to take a risk. Oops, there you go. I didn't want to take a risk of affecting those worms. So I figured if I run them through some water here, it'll dilute that concentration of urine before I throw it to the worms. And like I said, I gave them a basket like this, week and a half, almost 2 weeks. And as you saw in the previous video, you couldn't see anymore. You couldn't tell what was rabbit pellets, or some people on YouTube call them bunny berries. I don't know. It just seems confusing for me. But anyway, I will pause this and show you guys what I do over there. Alright, I'm back over here. Here's the worm farm. But what I do is before I throw all these pellets in there, I have some cardboard that is soaking wet, and that's gonna help to break down. And so I will throw the pellets on there and then throw more cardboard. And then we'll check here in a couple of weeks, and you guys will see how all of that is gone. I do have to add some of this material back in here. Get that in there so the worms have somewhere to be. Throw some more of those pieces of cardboard. That way it's not fully concentrated on just the rabbit pellets. So I believe this is probably the most effective method versus just giving them food waste. Wasn't generating enough food waste between the chickens, the pigs, and the worms. There wasn't enough food waste. So I believe this is going to be the most effective. See, as you can see, I moved all that down here. It will continue to break down, and I will come back and sift some of this out. I'm not going to do it right now just because I have other things to do, but I will let that dry, continue to dry up, and then we'll check here in the next video and see if you guys can tell if there's any remaining rabbit pellets. Let me cover this up. There's some more cardboard in the mix because they'll process everything. So this is going to be the best way to generate some worm castings. That's what they're called, worm castings, which is essentially compost. And the nice thing about the rabbit pellets is that they don't generate heat when they compost. It's a cold manure, so it's not going to burn any of our trees or anything. If I add it directly, that's another option, but I'm doing it this way because I gotta feed the worms anyway, and that way it's all mixed in with all their bacteria, all their things that they process, all the things that they do. All right, as always, questions, comments, list them down below. Criticisms, keep to yourself.